Hello, I am Madam Eileen. I'm going to do a New Year's Eve baby doll. This doll, I believe, was originally a design by Juan Gonzalez. I believe he did show it here on YouTube. So I won't go into too many details on making it. If you understand, you can follow along. If you miss anything that I do on the body, you can refer back to Juan Gonzalez's video. But I'm going to show you how I modify it with the banner cross sitting on a candy cup holding a hat. Am I right in remembering that Juan Gonzalez also designed this balloon print of a baby's head on it? We'll get into that later. Okay, first I am going to create my baby doll. With this scrap. I'm going to start with a pinch twist. How fat you want your baby doll across. Another pinch twist here together. And that's all we need the white for. The diaper. Now we're going to come up with the hands and the tummy. Little hiss of air out before I tie the knot to give it soft and squishable. Baby's hands are not very big, so you just want a little hand. I pinch this into the joint, wrap it around. I go across, pinch, around, across, pinch, around. Now you can pull these bubbles apart a little bit and tuck that balloon in so it's more angled in like a chubby little baby foot. And a little twist there. Then we're going to size it. I'm comparing this leg to that leg just to make sure when I go across that they look even. If they look a little long, shorten that pinch just by a little bit. Around that knot there. And then we measure a hand. Now this is where I go a little different from Juan Gonzalez's design. But basically you have the baby right here. Instead of my breaking off, I'm going to put 2 pinch twists. I did something different, but I'm going to stick with it. 2 pinch twists. Snip the tip. Now, if you do everything small proportions, like these are largely 4-finger proportions. 4 fingers, 4 fingers. Going across is just a little bigger than 4, maybe 6 or 8 fingers. But the legs are 4 fingers, 4 fingers. Everything is nicely proportioned. I'm going to open up the diaper and tuck that leg in. Open the diaper and tuck this leg in a little more. Switch hands a little bit like that. The hand that we just did the 2 pinch twists, we're going to take the rest of this loop and we're going to wrap it around a party noisemaker. So when it's time to blow the New Year's Eve horn, people can just slide it right out of that little loop, and you can catch the loop, open it up, and slide the horn back in. So the 2 pinch twists act to stabilize and hold the horn in place. Now we're going to attach the head. You can attach the head before you attach the horn. It might be easier. I inflated the baby, but if you inflate the 5-incher all the way, it starts to taper. It's not perfectly round. If you push the head against your hand and roll it around and massage it like this, the head actually becomes more round. And you want to make sure that you have a nice long neck. So we have a nice round chubby faced baby. We're going to push it down through both layers, the chest and the diaper, so it comes down to the bottom. Give it a firm tug. Latex likes to stick to itself. So if you give that tug, as long as there's a little bit of slack, that head is going to stay right there in the middle where we put it. And then we just take this edge, this nozzle, and wrap it around and let go. If the tension between the nut and the nozzle is strong, then it will zip that head over to that arm like that. But that's if you made the head really big and didn't leave a lot of neck. In this case, we inflated it just before it started to narrow, and then we massaged it round, and then we tied the neck as high as up we could to give us as much neck as possible. Now this baby needs a hat in his hand. So you want to take a black 260, to make the hat. There's 2 or 3 ways you can go about it. First, you want to do a tulip twist. Refer back to my beginner twister videos on that. We're going to push our finger in. Now, if you're concerned about getting your finger out, get a spray bottle, moisten your finger with the water, push it in, pinch, feel the knot, and I use my fingers to push down as I pull on my trapped finger and it slides out. Twist it right there. Now the nozzle that I've caught is on this side of the bubbles. I quickly trap it between 2 of my fingers, my ring finger and my pointer finger. And now I'm going to do a bubble, and now that nozzle is trapped inside that bubble right there. We're going to hold this is called the tulip twist. We're going to hold the tulip twist in parallel to the rest of the balloon, and then we're going to take this bubble that we made, I'm going to poke up and watch it pop. This was smelling a little funny, a little oily. Balloons should not smell oily. If they smell kind of oily, like burnt rubber, you know, when you peel out. Car tires are made out of rubber that has had metal added to it. So it's still rubber. They get that weird tire smell. You know they're about to go bad. These are natural latex balloons. They come from the sap of the rubber tree. They do decompose. They do get old. This one's smelling a little bit better. I like Qualtex balloons because they do have 100% satisfaction guaranteed. If you only buy balloons once in a while, they will be more than happy if you get a bad batch of balloons to totally give you a new bag of balloons. But if you're always complaining about your order to get free balloons, then they start getting suspicious and they will stop sending you the complimentary free balloons if the product doesn't work like they said. Because Qualitex really does want to be the very best balloon company in the world. They have been doing balloons for over 100 years. And because they've been doing balloons for so long, they have seen the effects of what balloons do to the environment over the years. So even they agree that these will decompose. There's another company that does balloons, Gamar. Gamar Balloons actually had their latex balloons tested and got certified and approved by European environmentalists. In Europe, they are very stringent on the cleanliness of their land. So they cleared balloons as a viable option for decor in their country, and I believe Gamar is based in Italy. They have some fantastic balloon designers there. I had a chance to meet some of them on a Zoom conference. All right, he has his horn. He has his party hat. Now we're going to do a banner across the chest. I'm going to first look at my balloon scrap, see if I have a gold scrap long enough. Not seeing one that I like that's long enough. So I'm going to use a whole new one. Okay. You really don't need a lot. You only need a quarter of this inflated. We're going to attach this on the shoulder with the horn. Now, it doesn't matter if the horn ends up on the opposite side. This is art. Make it however you are comfortable. Are you left-handed, right-handed? Okay, so it's now attached to his shoulder, but I have it kind of towards the back of his shoulder here. I'm going to have it go across. I'm going to squeeze it just so it flexes a little bit. So it's coming from over the shoulder, down to his diaper, and around at this point. Now when I go around this pinch twist, I am pushing my thumb in, causing the gold balloon to become smaller, and I'm twisting it. I'm pinching that area and twisting as a way to walk it around. The pinching it makes it smaller and softer. Now if I go around 3 times, I can break and not even tie, and it will hold. Isn't that great? The only thing is, when I break it off, it has a little piece there. I can make it disappear by just pulling it and letting it go. Not this time. I'll just tuck this under here, tuck it into the diaper where everything dirty goes. Now I'm going to look at it from the front. I'm going to pull this, look like it's going around past the diaper. This one, tuck it a little bit around. It doesn't have to go all the way around the back, just in the front. The pinch twist on the edge of the diaper will hold the arms up and in place. Pull the head over, back into place there. Ooh, wouldn't that be cute? If I had turned the horn the other direction, it could look like baby's getting ready to toot his horn. Yay! Toot, toot! That's so cool. And now you just get your marker. Oh, I'm looking for my black marker. Here it is. Whoop, there it goes. All right, come back, black marker. It just gets further and further away. Okay, diving, reaching, got it. So now I'm going to just write. You can get fancy, you can do bubble letters. I'm going to do bubble letters. They were very hard for me to learn to do in junior high. 2021. Yeah, I was so frustrated on getting them done and looking right. That has become my life quest. And I'm going to do little black asterisks before and afterwards. Little dots, just making it fun, making it interesting for their baby. Now, the baby alone by itself is really fun to hold and play with. Little girls love playing with the little baby dolls. But if you're going to do something fun, like put it on a candy cup, you are going to need to get another gold and black balloon. That blew up funny. Big on one and small on the other. I'm not liking that. So I'm just going to let out all that big end. out to the smaller end here. And then do a loop. Put the neck through the loop to lock that into place. That will not unlock on me now. And then I'm going to do 3 more loops of the same size. This is just your classic flower petal. The only difference on this one is we're going to be doing a total of 8 petals. And I'll show you how that's done. Since black always seems to be the most delicate of colors of the Qualtex balloons, you only need to inflate these balloons halfway. Take the knot, push it to the center of your flower, wrap around the petal 2 or 3 times. I want to have it the same size, so I pinch my black, roll it so it's perfectly trapped between the 2 petals, and then I arch it and pinch it, and when I pinch it down, I compare and I see if this matches the curve of from this loop to the next loop. I give a twist, and then while holding that twist there, I pinch and I roll the black balloon around the masses of loop twists. So these 2 loops look very similar. So I'm going to pinch, roll the black balloon between the next 2 gold loops, fold it over, match the size of the loops, pinch it down. Yes, I got it good. So pinch it, hold it in place, pinch and roll it around, pinch the black balloon, not total pinch, just squeezing it to make it a little smaller than it currently is. All right, now we go between 2 more loops. It's okay that the black loops are slipping out of place. We will put them back in place later. Get in between 2 loops, bend them, squeeze, compare the sizes. That looks good. While holding it there, pinch and squeeze, pinch all the way now and squeeze and turn, pinch and turn and pinch and turn, or rotate, go around like that. All right, we now have 3 black loops. We need 1 more black loop. My bangs are tickling my eyes. Okay. So I squeezed the black balloon and rolled it to in between these 2 loops. Now I bend, look at it, size it, and then I pinch and roll this balloon around. So I've trapped that air where I want it, and now I pull the loops apart while I pinch and then roll this balloon so it walks all the way around, up, then all the way down. So I'm going to have a gold and a black sticking at both ends. At this point, I'm going to pull the silver loops apart and tuck black loops into their place. And this makes the loops soft enough to go in between each other. I think doing 2 colors, especially for New Year's, adds a lot of energy and excitement. Now I'm going to break the black. And now I'm going to cut the tip of the gold. Don't you love that little puff? A little delayed reaction. Then you take your New Year's baby and you run the gold string around his feet, back into the loop, and that's all you need to hold it in place. But if you want to make sure it's not going anywhere, you can run that loop through the feet again and back down and underneath. And for bubbles that get out of place, you just have to pull them apart and line them up so that the bottom of the loop and the top of the loop touch each other at the same point. From here, he can go on a bracelet. He could go on a headband for a hat. I could attach him to someone's existing hat, or he could be just something to hold. Or if you're doing party favors, he can go on a candy cup. If you want to see what's in my candy cups, you can tune into one of my candy cup episodes. But I will show you what's in this one. This is just a random assortment. When you get your candy cup, you pop the lid off and pour out the goodies. If a teenager is getting this, I'll have candy and some chocolates. If you're an adult, a grown-up, I'm going to give you a lot of chocolate, maybe some Oreo cookies. But for kids, I have Minion cookies, Sweet Tarts, Blow Pops, Nerds, Sweet Tarts, Sixlets, Ring Pops, fruit, Welch's Fruit, some sparkly candies, and Andy Mint. Each of my candy cups will be different. No two are exactly the same. If there's a favorite candy you like, just ask me if I have that available or can possibly get it for you. I'll let you know. If you want to get the really, really good, super expensive Rochero cookies and stuff, I will have to charge a little more for that because they are expensive to get. But they're so worth it, especially put in one of these cups for your candy cup. Now, I tried pushing all that candy back in. Look at that. When you get a candy cup from me, you won't be able to fit all the candy back into the cup. I make sure when I put the candy in there, it's not packed nice and tight. Good luck getting back in without me packing it. Or maybe that's the next. It's like a game of Tetris. You got to put the candy pieces back in just the right way so you can finally close the lid. So there it is. New Year's Eve, baby. Happy New Year. Yeah, I'm not giving that to anyone. That's my horn. Good night.